to apply pressure just from the start.
And Bellamy will serve to get us going. Bellamy also co-host of the Pickleballers podcast alongside Jared Paul. Just got picked up by Pickleball TV. And off the net goes the way of Bellamy.
Yeah, Roscoe is not that sorry.
despite the obligatory wave.
Point.
Just wide there off the backhand for Bellamy. Had a good look at that. This is the 7th overall meeting between these two. Bellamy has won 3 in a row. Currently leads 4-2 in the head-to-head series. Nice find from Hunter Johnson. Two-handed backhand finish. So Dylan, on with regard to Hunter Johnson's game, kind of pioneered the strategy of not following the returns in off of the serve. Give some insight into that strategy after this point. Oh, what a find from Bellamy.
Angle.
Goodness.
Yeah, Hunter is elite at passing shots. And like we just saw, I really like to see Roscoe try to bring Hunter in with those types of drop volleys so that he has to hit up on the ball.
Side out.
Roscoe's moving at an incredibly high level here.
1-3.
We saw Connor Garnett yesterday trying to short hop the returns off of Bellamy's serves.
And one net cord goes Hunter's way, and so now they're tied up. Yates in the crowd, not playing favorites.
Of course not.
3-3.
He's wearing a pickleballer hat, though, so I wonder if he's
leaning Bellamy. There's both Hunter and Yates playing college tennis at SMU, and we get a timeout here from Roscoe Bellamy. It was a quick start for the number 6 seed, but Hunter Johnson reels off 4 in a row. And we mentioned it earlier, Roscoe Bellamy, a co-host of the Pickleballers podcast. That's the Kitchens video podcast series. It's now on PDTV. Tune in as hosts Jared Paul and Roscoe Bellamy interview the biggest personalities in the sport. Don't miss episodes Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern with encores throughout the week. For the full broadcast schedule, you can visit pickleballtv.com.
15 seconds. No
the program debuted on Pickleball TV this week. Have interviewed some really insightful interviews. Roscoe Bellamy, a great singles player, an awesome interviewer as well. And love to have Pickleballers on Pickleball TV as we get back into the action. Again, these baseline-to-baseline rallies going the way of Hunter Johnson so far.
Just long. You know, I'd really like to see Roscoe work his way into the net. He's losing these baseline battles with Hunter. You can see Bellamy using his length to stay in that rally.
so hard to pass if you're Hunter Johnson. 6'5" is Roscoe Bellamy.
Yeah. I mean, Roscoe's wingspan is incredibly long. Hunter talking to himself.
Oh my gosh. Hits the bullseye, does Hunter Johnson.
Maintains his excitement because he's playing his best friend.
Of course. A little showmanship, you know. Got to remind him who you're playing. And back-to-back winners, one from Johnson, one from Bellamy. Showing, hey, I've got the goods from the baseline as well.
Yeah, two of the best ball strikers on tour. Yeah, Hunter trying to get it low to Roscoe's feet, misses it in the net. But I like the idea.
Johnson earning the overhead opportunity and converts it, still with a 2-point lead.
Roscoe just misses it wide. Just long. These two players are just ripping the ball.
Bellamy able to kind of withstand the barrage. And that's really what it's been. Haven't seen a ton of points where both guys are at the net. It's completely different for Hunter Johnson because he played No Way Cliff yesterday. A ton of cat and mouse in that one.
Yeah, this is the exact opposite of that. Both players just ripping the ball as hard as they can.
And a missed return. I thought it was a challenge, but it was actually a timeout for Hunter Johnson. Still with a 1-point advantage, but 7-6 losing streak against his buddy, Roscoe Bellamy. Bellamy looking to tie things up here. The big serve. And wow, I should not have said that.
I mean, but that's one of the things that Roscoe uses as a weapon. He's gonna miss a couple of them, but he's already gotten 2 or 3 free points off of that big serve.
And Johnson frustrated after that one. Most of the points, rallies that he's losing have been errors where he's hitting the ball long. See if he makes the adjustment.
Yeah, Hunter talking to himself to find the court. Roscoe playing fast.
And Yates Johnson stuck in the middle of it all. Deep backhand approach as Hunter looks over to Yates on the other side of the court. And Bellamy inches out in front.
8-7.
Make it 5 in a row for Roscoe Bellamy, and there's Hunter and Yates.
Yeah.
Yates Johnson on the right side.
Yeah, Yates doing a timeout signal, whereas we showed him talking to Hunter, but His hat supporting Roscoe.
And Johnson nearly smacks his paddle after that one. Went 4 straight shots to the, looking to pass Bellamy on the forehand wing.
The twin telepathy. Yates closing his eyes, trying to tell something to Hunter. And I loved Roscoe there right before the timeout. He honestly didn't do much at the net. He could tell that Hunter was clearly frustrated, and he just kept the pressure on him and was just baiting him to pass him. And Roscoe's locked in after starting down in this game 1.
Has himself a game point against his buddy. 6 points in a row for Roscoe Bellamy. And Hunter Johnson, it's tough, right? Hunter Johnson, one of the best ball strikers. That's what he's known for. That's how he has climbed to the top of the pyramid. And that part of his game has let him down so far in this one. That stays in. Oh my goodness. No margin for error.
Yeah, Hunter just rips it and rips it. Cross court for the winner.
7-10. 15 seconds.
Nice find from Johnson.
Roscoe's there.
But not quite fast enough with the hands. Johnson gets off of 7 within 2. Now within 1, dialing in the approach shots.
Yeah, Roscoe not taking the timeout. Talking very positively to himself. See if he can get another game point here.
And it stays in. The crowd loving that one. Johnson had a look at it. It can be so difficult to judge how much spin.
10-9.
Another game point for Bellamy. And
yeah, the ball just stays in.
Saved in style from Johnson. Some very deep volleys from Johnson, but they stay in.
Yeah, that was a good call by Roscoe. Yeah,
and that one right on the line.
Side out.
And long again. Johnson looked like he was going to aim the ball at Bellamy in frustration. Nearly went into the crowd.
10-9.
No harm. Another game point. And that one is long from Bellamy.
Yeah. Couple points earlier, hits the corner pocket. This time, misses it.
1-0-1. Side out.
And another error that is long on the approach.
I like this timeout by Roscoe.
Why is that?
Just the regroup, take a 45-second timeout, and you can see Hunter was getting frustrated just talking to himself, and so Roscoe's been the calmer one of the two, and we'll see what Hunter's saying to himself on the bench.
Slight frustration.
15 seconds. No timeout, no free challenge, no
And so,
timeout.
Dylan, we are seeing more players use not necessarily offensive timeouts, but timeouts when they are on serve. And so you're a big fan of it seems.
Yeah, I mean, you see it in every sport. And so in basketball, whenever it gets down to crunch time, they call timeout, make sure they got their play set. Same thing with football. So let's do it in pickleball too. And sometimes it doesn't work.
Of course. Sometimes Hunter Johnson hits a volley like that, and you can't do anything about it. 4 game points have come and gone for Bellamy.
9-10.
And just wide from Bellamy. Bellamy did let out a C, a let's go. But Chase Johnson confirming to him from the crowd it was wide.
Yeah.
10-10.
Now tied at 10. Now game point on the side of the top seed.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing Hunter approach to Roscoe's backhand, and that's gotten him back into this game.
And wide goes the volley for Bellamy. Hunter Johnson weathers the storm, saves 4 game points, and takes game 1, 12-10 over Roscoe Bellamy, looking to get his first win over his buddy in the last 3 tries. We'll see if the top seed can continue his run after this.
Communicate, which is kind of cool as a twin, so not a lot of people know that. But yeah, I mean, any help I can give them, that's what I'm here for.
I'd love to get your insight in some of these next few points coming up.
Yeah, I mean, Roscoe has a really, really good backhand. I mean, he's 6'5", but he gets down like he's, his knee is almost touching the ground, like he's, 5'3". He's super, super physical, and it's really hard to play against a guy like that because he literally takes 1 step and he can cover every bit of the court, especially at the net. So when you see a big man like that running up to the net, it's super tough. So I think Hunter's strategy right now is working. You kind of, he's working him on the backhand and kind of spreading him when he can. These courts kind of don't bounce as much as maybe if we were outdoors. So you don't have to hit it as hard. Sometimes if you hit it soft and kind of let it bounce low, Roscoe may struggle with that. Everyone's struggling with that. It's kind of like you have to really taper and adapt to these courts because it just doesn't bounce up where you want it to. So kind of touch shots and slices and low balls actually are a lot more effective here.
We're about to see the Roscoe Bellamy serve. I want to get your insight on how he can serve that ball so hard.
I mean, it's all leverage. Like he's got super. I mean, look at him. It's like all legs. He's super tall, but he kind of takes this big backswing, and because he's taller too, I mean, he's still tossing it below his belly button like he should be, but it's higher than most, right? Like that's going to be about 6 inches taller than I would be hitting it. So yeah, it's just kind of the trajectory of where the ball is going. It's coming out from a higher place, and he hits a lot of spin. So if he gets that ball deep, it's just kind of coming down into the court. And you really have to use your legs and kind of stay low and stay under that ball. And it's really hard to cover the net. I mean, you see the singles game now. It's a lot of people are starting to stay back and kind of play, ground strokes like tennis, just because it's so hard to cover the net because everyone has good passing shots and the ball's moving so fast. It's kind of hard to react sometimes. But yeah, I mean, Hunter kind of incorporating that more. He's known for kind of staying back. He's kind of changed that game a little bit, and everyone's kind of doing the same. And but I think if you can improve your net game and kind of attack when you can, I think that's super helpful in today's game as it's kind of progressing.
Well, we'll let you get back to the twin telepathy coaching thing. Thanks. Well.
Love to see those insights. Thanks, Ireland and Yates. What an angle there from Hunter Johnson. Gives him a 1-point lead here and early in the second. The explanation of the serve of Roscoe Bellamy from Yates, I thought very interesting. Talks about leverage, how he's able to get so much pace on it.
Yeah. And just the length of Roscoe Bellamy. With 2 steps, he can go from the baseline to the kitchen.
Right.
Or side to side.
Bellamy lets out a yell there. Needs to win this one. This game to keep his title hopes alive here in Minnesota.
2-3.
Roscoe's there. Just missed it. Hunter hit an incredible low shot. And that's the advantage and disadvantage of being so tall. Like when you hit it that low, you really have to reach for it.
And missed return, and Bellamy immediately walking over that. Got it. And the approach called out by Bellamy. And a nice dodge from Bellamy, gets out of the way, pulls within 1. Johnson went body.
Yeah, great flexibility by the big man, getting out of the way.
And ties it up, and you see, even out of the timeout, Bellamy making more of a concentrated effort to be the opening aggressor, get up to the kitchen line.
Yeah, and that helped him get game points in game 1.
4-4. 7-2.
And 3 in a row for the number 6 seed, gives him a 1-point advantage.
Yeah, great job by Roscoe, keeping that pressure on him.
5-4. 9-6-1.
Bellamy was there, just catches it late, sends it long.
I like the drop volley in the middle. It doesn't give the person coming forward much of an angle. Roscoe just missed it, but I love that play. You gotta hate 3 points. During
Well, it depends on who you're asking.
Yeah.
Right? Hunter Johnson's a big fan in this moment.
Great approach by Roscoe. Hunter just missing the passing shot.
And we've seen a few more of the approach shots going towards the Hunter Johnson forehand. See if that continues. The cat and mouse game pays off for Bellamy.
Yeah, great touch by Roscoe. Hunter had great court coverage. And Roscoe just easily tapping it to the open court.
6-5.
And that's just a big ball from Roscoe. Hunter not able to do anything with it.
Bellamy now with a 2-point advantage, looking to force a third.
7-5.
Missed serve won't help his cause, though.
No, it will not.
5-7.
What an angle from Bellamy on the forehand.
Hunter was covering line, and Roscoe able to find the angle.
14-7-2.
On the run, and for as quick as Bellamy is, he makes it look easy with how tall he is. The way he's able to cover the court, the lateral movement. 2 amazing angles in a row. That time off the backhand.
Getting Hunter clearly frustrated. And Roscoe's able.
Has worked his way to a 3-point advantage.
8-5.
See if Hunter Johnson can respond.
Side out.
I love the aggressiveness from Roscoe.
Had the opening, it looked like, on that backhand cross.
Roscoe has not seen a ball that he doesn't feel like he can.
5-8.
Right. I mean, just a barrage of Bellamy backhands. Not much you can do there if you're Hunter Johnson.
8-5.
Great shot, great kitchen coverage by Hunter Johnson.
Able to find a high forehand and put that one away. Has been stuck on 5. A few side outs has Johnson.
5-8.
A nice leave there. So difficult to leave those shots. That one was just barely shoulder height, it looked like, for Johnson.
Yeah, it was, he definitely could have attacked it if he wanted to, but great leave.
And now Johnson making his move, pulls within 1. It's almost starting to look like the first game, a repeat potentially, Dylan, as Bellamy was up at 4 game points. He was up 8-5 here, and now Johnson
7-8.
could pull this one. Bellamy says not done yet. Inside out, pulls the backhand.
Yeah, I like that passing shot. Roscoe missed 3 backhand cross-court passing shots, and then that one he goes up the line, able to win the point, has to keep Hunter honest.
Side out.
Just misses it again.
And again, it's just pulling him just a bit wide, it seems. Looking to dial in that spot for Bellamy.
Just missed it.
You see
it by an inch.
Just was out, and changing up the serve pays off there for Hunter Johnson. We talk about serve variants in women's singles. Hunter will also sometimes go with a bit of a screwball.
Yes.
Elite kitchen coverage. Johnson pulls ahead.
3 times, timeout, 45 seconds.
Roscoe with the quick timeout.
Yeah, I mean, he was basically already over there and just continued his run straight to the bench. And it is kind of a repeat of what we saw earlier, Dylan. Just Johnson able to use the momentum to his advantage and find his best stuff when he's been down.
Yeah, and each time Roscoe's called the timeout, he's been able to get a couple points. So we'll see if that trend continues here after this timeout.
Certainly needs those points now, just 2 points away from defeat.
15 seconds. No timeout, no free challenge. No timeout, 1 free challenge.
Johnson, of course, still looking for his first title since taking over the #1 ranking ranking. Last made the final in San Clemente at the Orange County Cup last June. 2 points away from making one here. Or excuse me, last won a title in San Clemente. Did make the final earlier in Lakeland, where he did fall to Roscoe Bellamy. That was a wild match as well. Some net post drama. And to your point, Dylan, Roscoe Bellamy comes out of the timeout, gets 2 big points, ties it up at 9.
Yeah, both these guys both want this game 2. Obviously, Hunter wants to finish this in 2 games.
And that somehow stays in from Bellamy. Game point on his paddle now.
Yeah, big serve coming from Roscoe right here.
The drop volley does not work for Johnson. Roscoe Bellamy, North Carolina, Las Vegas, and Lakeland looking to make another one here. Oh my goodness gracious, the angle from Johnson. What a start.
Yeah, what an incredible backhand angle from Hunter. Really using his left hand on that.
When you talk about the left hand, how important that is for the backhand. It's funny, Dylan, you sometimes see people training the backhand by hitting left-handed forehands.
Absolutely. If you want to learn how to hit a 2-handed backhand, make sure to just go out and practice hitting lefty shots. Yeah, one of the players who's best at using his left hand on his backhand is Christian Alshon. And Roscoe with a very quick timeout, losing two points, and he's like, that's enough. And gonna kill this momentum.
What do you think about the move? I mean, obviously the momentum's big for Johnson, but it is very early timeout, and a lot of pickleball left to be played in this game.
Yeah, I think in a game 3, you don't want to play around and get down super big. I think 2 is enough. You've heard Leigh Jansen on the mic in Masters be like, Anna Lee takes a timeout if she loses 2 points.
Right.
And so each player is different. Each player utilizes their timeouts differently. And Roscoe
15 seconds.
just felt like maybe things were getting away from him right there, and he's gonna just take a quick timeout, try to regroup, and instead of down maybe 4-0 or 5-0.
I mean, just last match, we saw Paris Todd take a timeout when she was down 1-5. So every player has their ticks, knows what helps them succeed. And backhands like that will certainly help Bellamy succeed.
Yeah. And we've seen this from Roscoe. He's been able to take a timeout, utilize it, and then go on a run.
Just a bit much on that forehand.
2-0.
The drop volley pays off for Johnson.
Yeah, and we have seen success on the side that Hunter is on compared to the side that's closest to us, which is completely different than the women's match that we saw earlier today.
Oh, just barely wide. You know, maybe the side that Yates is on, maybe just being close to Yates has been the downfall.
Yeah, Yates is not helping.
Impacting both players. Just kidding, of course. The players will switch ends at 6 here in this decider. And Johnson really looking to get up to the kitchen line early and often in this third game so far. Obviously didn't pay off there.
Yeah, Roscoe stopped moving, and Hunter could have hit it to the open court, and Roscoe was not going to be there.
Another beauty of an angle from Bellamy. Feathery touch.
Yeah, I had no idea where he was going to go. I thought he was going to pull that up the line whenever it bounced, but he let it wait and held onto it and went cross court.
2-3.
And again.
Yeah, that backhand roll is working. Roscoe's backhand has been doing so well in this match.
Tied at 3. Timeout proving to be fruitful.
Hunter being frustrated with himself.
That lays in for Bellamy.
Shot.
And all of a sudden, Bellamy with a chance to switch with a 3-point advantage.
5-3.
Johnson kicks the ball there. And that return, 2 missed returns for Johnson. And what once was a 3-0 advantage for the top seed is now a 3-6 deficit.
Yeah, we got Hunter screaming into the towel.
I mean, what a response from Bellamy.
And we're going to see the soccer skills of Hunter Johnson.
Wow. If he was aiming for the camera, he didn't do too poorly. But obviously just the frustration. Dylan mentally, Johnson, he's a player who wears his emotions on his sleeve. How do you channel that into something positive when you need to play your best at this point?
Yeah, I mean, my opinion is always be neutral or be positive. And so I think Hunter just has to not let his emotions get the best of him. And just kind of like how you just said, find something to be positive about. I mean, he's only down 3 on the end change. He has his twin brother 2 rows behind him now. And so get some of that twin telepathy. And we're gonna see if Hunter can regroup. I mean, he's an incredible champion. He's been in this position many times, and so if anyone can do it, Hunter can. There's Yates.
As locked in as ever.
He's locked in. He said he can just communicate with his brother just by giving him a look.
And the run continuing for Bellamy. No words there from Yates Johnson.
No words.
7-3.
Oh my goodness.
And I think he found something to be positive about.
I certainly agree with you there. Johnson puts up the 1. He's like, okay, I still feel like the #1 singles player in the world. Now let's get to work.
3-7. Point.
And Roscoe giving Hunter a free point there. And just like any pickleball singles match, momentum can shift with 1 point.
And that one long. Try 2 points, Dylan.
Yep, and Roscoe he knows this is one of his best friends, and he's #1 player in the world, and all that pressure
5-7.
is what Roscoe's fighting against.
It's culminating right now right here, right now on Humana Championship Court.
Video. Time in.
It's Johnson
5-7.
set to serve. And that one called long, and that rally just a good old-fashioned slugfest, slapping it from the baseline. That's what we thought. Glad we got the correct call there. Let's get back to the action.
Time in. 6-7. Point.
Dylan, you spoke about how important it is for Roscoe to reset here. I mean, it's already tied again.
7-7.
4 points are going to make or break this thing. 3 for 3, and Johnson strikes gold on the third.
Yeah, great passing shot by Hunter. Roscoe pumping himself up, telling himself to fight.
Would not expect anything less from these two hard-hitting competitors. What a find from Bellamy, lets out a roar. He's not done yet.
No, Roscoe's not going to go away here. And just like the finals in Lakeland, this is going to come down to the wire here.
Love to see it.
Great backhand. Just with his reach, he's able to cover so much and apply that pressure to Hunter.
And that called long by Johnson. It looked like Bellamy was a bit of a premature celebration.
8-8.
No point awarded. Cat and mouse goes Bellamy's way.
Yeah, Hunter is he's really good side to side passing shots, but he is struggling in this match moving up and back with his passing shots.
And even the way Bellamy was able to just get a paddle on that ball before it bounced twice was, of course he missed it, but testament to his court coverage.
Yeah, 3 steps and he's there.
It's kind of like Michael Jordan, you know, making a dunk after stepping back from the free throw line. Or Giannis, I should say Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yes, over in Minnesota.
Oh, of course.
So we got to think of
Anthony Edwards, there we go.
9-8.
Appreciate the Timberwolves faithful. And Johnson comes up clutch, match point, 10-8. Into the net, and Hunter Johnson takes it down, avenges the loss from last week in Palm Springs, books his spot into Championship Sunday. What a 3-game battle, his 3rd straight 3-game victory here in Minnesota. 12-10, 9-11, 11-8. Absolute battle that we just witnessed, Dylan.
Yeah, incredible match from Hunter and Roscoe.
And so Ireland Horvat will speak with Hunter Johnson on the emotions, on what it took to get it done when we return. Stay with us for that interview. And take it away.
Hunter, the last final you played with Roscoe, there was a long referee timeout in Lakeland. You get another one here. That one didn't go your way. This one went your way. How were you able to reset?
Yeah, I was a little confused. I saw the bright blue and the ball was inside, so I was like, hold on, what? Like, I've seen stuff like this before. So, no, I mean, at least they kind of figured it out. I'm glad I caught it because I almost kind of just accepted that it was out. But yeah, I mean, Roscoe's like a brother to us. But yeah, Yates, it's tough like coaching each other. We're friends with Isaac. He's coaching Roscoe. I got to start paying Yates though. He's getting me through to these matches for sure.
And you broke your 3-match losing streak to Roscoe. How good did this one feel? You just told me it feels like 10.
Yeah, finally getting finding the right paddle that I've been waiting to get. Hit pickleball. It's coming out soon. Look out for it. Yeah, losing to your best friend is tough. He's a long, lengthy, tall tree at the net there, and it's really tough to pass him, so I just had to play against my game, which is staying back, and I came in a lot, and it really paid off, so I'm really happy for the win.
And I have to get your opinion on Yates wearing the Pickleballers hat.
It's a little kind of ridiculous. I know. It's Roscoe, I mean, it just proves that we support each other no matter what. We got a good little group of just brotherhood there, and yeah, we support each other in the wins and losses, so we're staying together. We're going to go have a nice dinner after this and just enjoy the night.
Hunter Johnson in the final.